the day.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. Throwing first play is Pickett. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. 36 yards on the play.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now the third-year man, Najee Harris. But look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 13 carries, 85 yards, and a touchdown.
So he scored his 8th touchdown on the ground last week. And most guys I know, they want to get into round numbers. So, 10 is really the goal. And this is one sport where being selfish and scoring touchdowns is a good thing. Look for he and the offense to try and get him in there at least twice in this game.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 29. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? Because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now Pickett will look to pass it. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. Pickett and the rest of the Steeler offense staying on the field. They'll go for 2. They're going to run it with Harris. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10. At about the 32. A man coming off an 1,100-yard campaign last year. Here's Travis Etienne. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Here's Lawrence to throw. Screenplay. Here's Etienne. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. This is caught. It's Dearness Johnson. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. So on 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. This is brought in at the 21. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team. And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Back to throw. Pickett flushed out right. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Harris running straight ahead. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 50 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Harris. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. So he had a nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off. A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line. And he is in to make it 16-0. I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more. No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next week. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free. Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. On second down, this is Harris. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. That good for 19 and a first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Looking to throw, Pickett. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Allen Robinson, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Steelers continue to pull away here in this first half. Pickett and the rest of the Steeler offense staying on the field. They'll go for 2. They're going to run it with Harris. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. Thorough domination right now, and the game plan is simple, obviously, Charles. They're going for 2 after every touchdown, and it's 24-0.
Don't you just get the sense right now that they're just flexing? I mean, to be able to do whatever they want, how they want, 3 2-point conversions, and now they're up 24-0. So essentially they gained a field goal out of it without even trotting the kicker out there.
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Lawrence will throw. Finding space at the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row. 1st down. Now Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it's 2nd down. To throw again is Lawrence. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. That's Cameron Hayward who got in there to take him down. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one. Angling for the sideline. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. Here's one deep for Pickens. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Now Pickett. Man open is Robinson. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 23. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Pickett. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the route is on here in this first half. So time it up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Oh, and that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And that has to be so frustrating because you know that they had something set up there for this first drive of the second half. It wasn't the fumble.
Sometimes no matter what you go over at halftime, no matter what you say, errors will result. And that's exactly what happened here. They were trying to change things from what happened in the first half. Instead, they continue to make mistakes.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Pickett now from the gun here. Touchdown! Deontay Johnson with his third touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Another tote for Etienne. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down. Now Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with Etienne. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Lawrence. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And this punt will go out. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now in this ball game, and they got the victory last week against the Rams, so some good momentum as they come up 1st and 10.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Andre Cisco. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
Here's Lawrence. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Lawrence, a short throw to Ingram. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and they will remain well behind.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. Give him 30 yards there.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And able to work his way down to the 16.
91 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Now 2nd and 3.
They run again with Harris. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They run for it with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Now Lawrence to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar first. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Now Lawrence on target there to Ingram. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Lawrence going to throw again. That was screen set up for Johnson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball. And unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire.
Lawrence hit and the ball is free. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. Now, I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recover. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
This offense so far on 3rd down, not. Good, 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So Lawrence will exit, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Jaguar field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by McManus is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Here comes the Pittsburgh Steelers and running back Najee Harris. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
He's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see him back. Just got to have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well.
Pickett back to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Foyesade Aluakin.
And he'll take this back down inside the 20. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr.
And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Harris going to get it again on second down.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Prior to that, they were 2 for 2 on 4th down conversions in this ball game. Now 3 for 3.
And you've got to figure that luck's got to run out at some point, doesn't it? I will just tell you from a defense's point of view, someone has to step forward on 4th down and make a play himself because they're just letting it happen to him right now.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
He's got this to Pickens. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That one goes for 24 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett.
There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant show.
Tonight,
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. The numbers for him from a week ago. A boatload of carries, 106 yardage-wise, and the score as well.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
The throw over the middle taken in. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Levis is that's taken in by Okonkwo. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Here is 3rd and 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs. At the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's down the field and caught by Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
That is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And this defense will take over right at midfield. 1st and 10, here's Levis. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A handoff, running left, Henry. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. From the 35, here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Henry. And a short gain down to about the 33. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Levis out of the shotgun now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The full start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Henry. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13. Draw play. This is Henry. Down right around the 25.
This defense for the Steelers, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Folk's kick is good.
And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this.
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
George Pickens.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
Pickett and the rest of the Steeler offense staying on the field. They'll go for 2.
They'll try and throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Out of the gun to give to Spears.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
From back at their own 10-yard line.
And going deep downfield for Boykin.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
And he works free. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 33 and a first. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. They hand this off to Harris. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. 2 minutes to play in the first half of an 8-3 game.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Pickett will look to throw it here.
And in for the Steelers, touchdown.
Darnell Washington
with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Steelers are able to extend their lead.
And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
So that will push him back.
And now we know why I had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
On 1st down, Levis. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
2nd down, here's Levis. That one's taken in by Spears.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move.
Levis back to throw.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
Levis trying to get his guys set as quickly as possible.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Levis sets up to throw here.
It's complete to Hopkins. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Levis on 3rd down. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now
as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field.
He's been effective so far over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football. And they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Back to throw, Pickett. Finds Pickens out right.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Pickett now on first down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Pickett. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On the give, this is Harris. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Pickett. And going deep downfield for Boykin. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Johnson's got it complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Pickett to throw on first down. He's going to launch it for Washington. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Pickett. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Here's Harris. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 62 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Now here's another carry for Harris. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run with Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They begin with Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Levis to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? You can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn?
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Running from the gun with Henry. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And that will be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield or man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start the drive with Harris. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 90 yards for him on the ground now. He is all night. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to... One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 5. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And Najee going to have a Steelers first down as he'll get this down to the 36. They'll run again with Harris, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Arden Key, the ex-LSU Tiger, there on the stop.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
First target, first catch, and a first down. Pickett. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again, Pickett. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good, and the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time for the Titans. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Henry up the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A tackle by Cole Holcomb. Second and 6. Running left, it's Henry. Shoves him aside and into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Titans are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that cuts the lead to 24-10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They run again with Harris. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with a football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Now a 2nd and 6. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he is going to have a Steeler first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll run. Here's Harris. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Harris. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. They'll try to run with Harris. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Steelers have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Quarterback draw. Here's Pickett. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. You know, we've discussed this before, and we've seen it at practices. Extra periods being put in for the offense on these two-point tries. But the defense, they're beefing up their support as well in practice.
They absolutely have to. If people are going to go for two and try and gain those advantages and make it tougher on your team as the game goes along, you have to be in a position to stop those. You can't let them get the advantage. So, yes, the defensive teams, they're putting in that extra time on two-point plays as well.
Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Here's Levis. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. One final try here for Will Levis. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Steelers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. But if you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty